Coach Andy Richards, we've got a W flag hanging behind you, a 2-1 win over Cleveland State today. Can you pretty much state the obvious and just how much of a relief is it to get that win?
Just said it. It's just a huge relief. I just feel different in my body. I feel relieved, like the stress has gone away. It's so hard to persevere like that within this game and through the season. It's huge relief. It wasn't our greatest performance, but it was still a good performance, and we persevered within the game. We scored good goals. We came back from being pegged back to one each, but relief is obviously the biggest emotion, and then outside of that, it just gives you some hope to go forward and build off of that. I know we can play better than that, and I know that we can win games by more than one goal. But I think we've really persevered well and shown well in all of our games so far. We've had 1 or 2 disappointments, but a win changes everything. Everyone's confidence is lifted now.
Yeah, it seemed like your team was working hard today, 70+ minutes, but yet it was still scoreless. And then I think 71st, 72nd minute you broke through with Katie Stevenson's goal. Can you just talk about, Katie to me epitomizes your team. If you can talk about her and or the team and just that effort.
She does. I mean, she's always hard working, she's always positive, she's always gung-ho, she always wants to do well for herself, and she wants to do well for her teammates as well. I mean, she's just a wonderful person to have in the team and a great leader. The important thing when you're struggling away and you can't get that goal is you don't give away anything at the back. And we had to stay 0-0 and hope we would get the first goal. I think the first goal is so important in any game. And we got it, and then we defended really hard, and then of course they hit a bomb from I don't know how far out that flew in, and now you're beginning to question yourself again. But to credit to the team, they stayed focused and they believed themselves, and it was wonderful for Sarah van der Brink to get that winning goal, and it was just a great finish. And once that went in, I know it's tense and you're wondering whether you can hang on, but I really felt that once we got to 2-1 that we were going to win the game. We weren't going to let it slip twice, and so it was.
I think you pretty much answered my next 3 or 4 questions there, but if you could just talk about that goal. You know, obviously, like you said, you score and you finally get the lead, and now just like that, Cleveland State comes back, and where your team could have thought, well, here we go again, breaks are going against us.
Yeah, I think that's where you've just got to stay super positive with yourself, and we've made a couple of adjustments with substitutes just to get the right people on the field and just to try and kill the momentum of the game. I know the clock stops, but we want to kill the momentum as much as we possibly can. And you know, for both goals, it was great. When we had the first goal, Tiff Hansen said we're going to score off this corner, and sure enough we did. And then on the final goal, Vondi just said she just wanted to keep the ball live and get it on frame, and it looped into the back post, but she did the right thing. She didn't try and rush it, she just wanted to keep it in the danger area. So good things have been happening in today's game, and it's really richly deserved by the whole program. They've worked so hard for this, and I'm really happy for them. It's great to be able to talk to a bunch of student athletes knowing that they've won and see the flag flying behind us. So it's great.
Got one more weekend of non-conference. Michigan State here Friday, and then you're at Indiana State, and then you're into the MAC. Just any thoughts as you?
It's another similar challenge, really. When we had West Virginia on the Friday and then Xavier on the Sunday, Minnesota and Cleveland State today. So some real challenging Friday games, which is what Michigan State will be, and then we go on the road to Indiana State, which isn't easy either. But it's all preparation for the MAC. There's not an easy game in conference, and you have to turn around from a Friday game and play again on Sunday, and you've got to try and get some 2-win weekends in conference play to give yourself some momentum. So it's all preparation. We put the hard games in, the Minnesotas, West Virginia, to really challenge them, and then we've got to try and pick up some wins in some of the other games, and hopefully this is a turning point for us, and that really is what it has to be, not just an achievement in itself, but a beginning point for the rest of the year now.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mike, if I may, on behalf of the women's soccer program, embarrass you and wish you a very, very happy 18th wedding anniversary. Congratulations. I don't know how she put up with you.
I don't know either. If I was better at video editing, you would never see this, bgscfalcons.com, but unfortunately, I am not, so I'm just going to fade to the flag.